What's going on, guys? I'm Maze. Towards the end of every Pokemon anime series, we receive an arc where Ash battles his way in a region's Pokemon League, which is always so exciting, due to the battles we witness. However, Ash always ends up losing for League 2, which makes so many people become disappointed. So for today's viewer suggested discussion, you guys thought it would be fun if I go over each battle Ash lost in the regional leagues and try to fix them, so he could have won the battles. Please bear in mind though, that everything I'll be saying in this video will be my opinions though, so I'd like you to respect mine, and I shall respect yours in the comments below. I'd love to hear your fixes to Ash's battles. And yes, I know the writers purposely don't make Ash win a league, but this video is just for fun. No need to bring the mood down if you were gonna comment such a thing. Plus, although this is weird, I will not be trying to fix Tyson's and Alon's battles, as Ash only used his regional teams for them, which I found pretty hard to try and improve them battles just by stating what moves could have been used instead of just switching the teams up. If I had the opportunity to switch up the teams though, aka bring up old Pokemon, then that wouldn't have been as fun, as you could easily see where I would be going with things, such as when I said, oh, Ash could bring Charizard for Alon's battle, so yeah, I just wanted to make this more interesting. You know though, it's okay, simply because Ash had 9 Pokemon, so it gives me multiple choices of Pokemon to choose. Regardless, with that and the intro now stated though, let's jump right into this discussion. The Indigo League, Ash vs Richie. Firstly, I think we can all agree that Ash's biggest downfall for this battle was sending out Charizard, as it made him lose the entire battle, despite him performing pretty alright beforehand. In fact, Ash choosing Squirtle and Pikachu was a very bright move from him, due to him knowing beforehand that Richie owns a Charmander and a Butterfree, which one of Charmander's weaknesses is water and one of Butterfree's is electric. Unfortunately though, Richie sent out Butterfree first and Ash sent out Squirtle, which allowed Richie to get the upper hand on Squirtle and win. But still, this was very smart for Ash to plan to use Pikachu and Squirtle beforehand. To fix Ash's mistake of sending out a disobedient Pokemon though, I feel like Tauros or Muk would have been a better choice, as it could have easily dealt with Richie's final Pokemon, which was Sparky for Pikachu. Tauros because it's revealed to know Fissure, which is a ground type move which electric types like Pikachu are weak to. However, this was only seen in the Orange Islands arc, so who knows, it might have not even known that move at that moment in time, which is why I would also suggest Muk, if this is the case, simply because I feel like it could have easily tanked Pikachu's moves, and as we saw from earlier battles in the league, he can easily win by smothering his body on the Pokemon, which definitely could have beaten Sparky. Of course though, Muk or Tauros would have to deal with Charmander due to Butterfree defeating Squirtle and Charmander defeating Pikachu, but again I could see both of them easily defeating these Pokemon. So overall, yeah, that's how I'd fix Ash's battle against Richie, pretty much just swapping one of his Pokemon for another. And although this will have ensured his victory, I still would never see him be able to defeat the entire Indigo League, as he was still a rookie trainer who made many stupid mistakes. Sorry Ash. The Silver League, Ash vs Harrison. So much like the Indigo League, Ash's chosen Pokemon within the battle were pretty clever to choose, as before this battle even began taking place, Ash knew 3 of Harrison's 6 Pokemon: Houndoom, Blaziken, and Sneasel, which Charizard could easily defeat Sneasel, and you know is one of Ash's most powerful Pokemon ever. Toadstool could take care of the fire types, Noctowl is 4 times super effective against Blaziken due to being a flying and psychic type, and even knowing moves in that typing. And finally, just the 3 other Pokemon, aka Pikachu, Snorlax and Belief, was good to just balance out his team. However, despite Ash and Harrison getting down to a 1v1, maybe Ash wouldn't have to have done that if he instead used the following Pokemon: Pikachu, Charizard, Heracross, Squirtle, Noctowl, and finally either Bayleaf or Snorlax. Just a few changes, but let me explain my reasoning, shall I? Firstly, for Pikachu, Ash just always uses Pikachu in 6v6 battles, which is why I put him there, and he overall is one of Ash's most powerful Pokemon, so he is still useful to him I guess. Charizard, like I said before, could take care of Sneasel, and because it's already such a strong Pokemon, it could potentially knock out quite a few more Pokemon. But as for Heracross, I chose Heracross because Ash knew Harrison had a Houndoom and Sneasel at first, which using Mega Horn on Sneasel could defeat it, and maybe even Houndoom. Unfortunately, Heracross didn't know a fighting type move at this moment in time, time, but as we know, Heracross can fly through flamethrowers without feeling a thing, so it wouldn't just faint straight away against Houndoom. If Ash manages to keep Heracross living too, it then could have dealt with Hypno, which of course is weak against bug types. Mega Horn for the win. As for Squirtle, I decided for Ash to use this water type instead of Totodile simply because it has more battle experience and already has a good win-loss record. What Squirtle will do though is pretty much try to defeat all the fire types and even Steelix once it gets revealed. As for Noctowl, I've already explained his purpose on the team, so that just leaves Bayleef for Snorlax. Firstly for Bayleef, I chose her because she could balance out Ash's current team and even get some good hits on Pokemon, and as for Snorlax, he just tanks a lot of moves, so I could definitely see him, much like in the real battle, perform some good work. And that's how it fixed the battle, as there was just some minor choices in Pokemon that could have been improved on. Oh, and I guess if Ash actually switched his Pokemon when it was about to go against something it was weak against. But even if that was still to happen still, I could still see Ash winning this battle with these minor differences in Pokemon. The Lily of the Valley League, Ash vs Tobias. Alright, so Ash along with everybody else in the Pokemon League Stadium only knew that Tobias owned a Darkrai, as he was sweeping the competition just by using that Pokemon, so you would think it would have been very hard for Ash to choose Pokemon to go against his trainer, as he only knew one of the 6 Pokemon. However, me personally, I bet Ash could have fought a lot harder and bring for big guns, which by big guns, I'm talking about Pikachu, Charizard, Heracross, Sceptile, Infernape, and maybe even Primeape. If not, then Snorlax. Let's firstly talk about Primeape though, as I bet you guys found me mentioning this Pokemon to be weird. So, why I decided to mention this such old Pokemon is because it's Ash's only other fighter type Pokemon, along with Heracross, that he owned before heading off to Unova, which Darkrai being the dark type Pokemon it is weak against fighting types. So, if Ash called back his old friend of his, I think he could have definitely done his best to try and defeat this Pokemon, and not even given us the excuse to see it again, as we've never seen this Pokemon ever again apart from flashbacks. And yes, I believe Ash does have the ability to call this Pokemon back, he just hasn't done it yet, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I believe he fought hard enough and decided to bring his old friend back, Darkrai could have been taken out a lot easier, as Heracross already did some good damage thanks to Sleep Talk. And if Primeape was lucky enough, it could have awakened from Dark Void, much like Sceptile did, and destroy it in one fighting type move hit. Moving on to the other Pokemon though, including Snorlax, if it's not possible to call Primeape back, why I decided to choose them is simply because they are what I believe were Ash's strongest Pokemon back in the day and could have definitely taken out more than 2 Pokemon overall. Yes, Ash doesn't like favoritism on any of his Pokemon, which is why we have never seen this team form, but I believe Ash should have recognized who his strongest Pokemon ever are here, as he was so close to winning the Pokemon League for once. You should try to keep that streak, not send out Pokemon like Torkoal, who have only won like 1 or 2 battles. Plus, Darkrai is a mythical Pokemon, so, you know, it is one of the most powerful Pokemon ever, you could say. So, you know, Ash, you should have brought the powerhouses. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can say for this battle, as obviously Ash knew one of his Pokemon before the battle began, and us the audience along with Ash himself don't even know who the remaining 4 of his Pokemon are. But I bet you it's legendaries too, so it's still a safe bet that Ash should have brought his strongest Pokemon ever. The Fortress League, Ash vs Cameron. Finally, for the leagues, we have what everybody considers to be the worst and most disappointing league battle ever, which is Ash vs Cameron. So, let me do my best to try and fix this battle. We're only allowed to use Ash's Unova Pokemon too. Firstly, Ash did a smashing job of deciding to use Pikachu, Pignite, and I guess Snivy. And that is because before this battle even began, Ash knew that Cameron owned a Riolu, Ferrothorn, and Samurott, which Pikachu and Snivy could have easily defeated Samurott, and Pignite could do good damage to both Riolu and Ferrothorn. However, to ensure he actually wins this battle, I would have also brought Crocodile, as it's one of his most powerful Unova Pokemon and could have possibly taken out Riolu, even when it evolves. And yes, I know Crocodile is weak to fighting types, but I bet it could take a few hits while delivering some ground type moves on Riolu. And, to be honest, I don't know what other Pokemon I would suggest if I only knew these 3 Cameron Pokemon, as you would assume the Pokemon that have already been picked could have easily taken out Cameron's 3 Pokemon. Of course though, his other 2 Pokemon we saw, because he didn't bring a 6th one thinking it wasn't a full battle, was Hydreigon and Swanna, which if I knew those Pokemon would be present, I would have brought Scraggy, because his fighter type moves would be super effective against Hydreigon, and even replaced an Ivy for Leavanny, as it knows both Bug and Grass type moves, which Grass of course is good for Samurott, and Bug for Hydreigon. The final Pokemon I would have picked, I guess, would have been Palpito, just in case Ash thought Cameron would have a fire type, and Palpito too could have helped defeat Riolu because it's part ground type. But yeah, that's all I can really say for fixing Ash's battle against Cameron. And even if I was to fix Cameron's side of the field, aka bring his 6th Pokemon, which was a Watchog, if Ash did have Scraggy, that Pokemon would be dead in an instant too. Plus Pignite knows Brick Break too, so rip Cameron. And that concludes my session of fixing Ash's League battles. Do you agree with the choices I made, or think another Pokemon would have been best to go against these certain trainers? Let me know in the comments down below, I'd love to hear. And also, be sure to suggest what discussion you want me to make next too, as the 3 ideas I like the most will be added into the next discussion videos poll for you guys to vote for your favourite. Last time, nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, commented their discussion idea despite this series being, you know, viewer suggested discussions. So please be sure to leave an idea this time. Also, I'd like you to pick the options that are currently available in this video's poll of what discussion you want to see me make next. It's basically for losers from the previous poll, along with 1 new idea. As, like I said, you guys didn't leave any new ideas. Just click the icon to vote. Anyway, that concludes it for this video now. So if you enjoyed, then be sure to leave a like and a subscribe for future Pokemon content. It helps out a ton. You'll also become a member of the Entity Squad. For now, this is Entity Maze, signing out. Thank you for watching.